The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all. Yes, now we are back in the studio. I am your mandated reporter and Mr. Mark Radulich. And this is Sessions, but it wouldn't be Sessions without the engineer, Master Control, HAL 9000, Skynet's Advanced Scout, RoboCop, Jesse Starcher. How do you do, sir?
I am the Timberland to your Tata, if I remember correctly. I think that's what his. Have you heard any of this news, by the way?
I don't know.
None of that rings. None of that sparks anything. Okay,
Jesse, I'm viral.
You are.
Not that I have a virus. That's a whole other story. I'm viral, Jesse.
Okay.
I have two TikToks over. I have two TikToks that it's just my face reading, not my kid and my father ranting at one another, or singing naked karaoke, or some hot chick that I happen to be hanging out with singing naked karaoke. Me,
you.
Myself, and I. Do. Hey, y'all. Me.
You.
I have two TikToks that have gone over 10,000. I have one TikTok that's currently in the 70s, I think.
Wow.
70,000. Yeah.
What?
I'm a viral sensation.
You're talking about all sorts of topics too. Like, I mean, you're touching on AI. You're touching on, I think
I'm touching so many things.
Oh yeah, people are getting touched all over the place.
Oh yeah. So I don't have time for your hoi polloi rap battle.
Whatever
the hell you're talking about. Talking about Timberland touching tatas.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna share my screen just real quick because I gotta show you this.
Okay.
Present, share screen. I mean, we might as well. Hey, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty much the gist of what's going to be happening tonight. We're just playing it by ear because we're having a good time. That's right.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. Oh, so get out of here.
Okay, I see it now. Let me put it up here so I know what you're talking about.
Why don't you read that headline?
Timberland. Hang on. Now people will recognize me. There we go. There's my
get that profile.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the O'Reilly Factor. Timberland's new artist is young, photogenic, and not human. What the fuck, Jesse?
Yeah, buddy.
What is this? What is this?
This is Tata. And Timberland was, and I think still is, using Suno to create artificial intelligence music. Generated music. This sparked a lot of controversy. This was June 5th, 2025. And a lot of people are like, they are up in arms about the fact that Timberland, of all people, is using AI to create music and is also using. Now, there is something I don't remember me telling you about this, but there are things called personas and Suno. So if we listen to a song and we like the way that artist, in quotes, sounds, you can create a persona based off of those vocals, and that same person is going to come back, or that same vocal, those same vocals are going to come back to do other songs for you. Hence Tata. Tata's a female vocalist that has been created by Suno, and Timbaland is using creating an album with Tata. So that's where we are. Yesterday on Reddit, I saw a guy who was over in Germany, and he said, did I just hear a song created by Suno on a major radio station? And he plays it, and by golly, it sounds like V4, which had the shimmer. You remember me telling you about the shimmer? You could hear the shimmer in the song. It's being played on one of the biggest radio stations over in Germany. Mm-hmm. And it was very AI BS is what they called it, because the lyrics were, you could tell they were fed into ChatGPT and spat out and put into Suno. But anyway, yeah, you're my Tata. I'll be the Timbaland of this.
Can we talk for a second about where we are right now in artificial intelligence use and backlash? Two things I want to talk about. One thing I already did, I did a reaction piece to all of the different publications that were talking about the study. The study basically did the ChatGPT study where you're using it to write. It did an experiment where it was like, if you were 100% dependent on it, it did X to your brain. If you were 50% dependent on it, it did Y to your brain. And if it was you and you were either working collaboratively with ChatGPT, it not just doing it for you and you cutting and pasting. If you were doing what I'm doing, if you're working collaboratively with it, if you're training the AI, if you're making it talk in your voice, then it was doing Z to your brain, right? Mm-hmm. But because there's a backlash happening, cultural backlash to AI, for a variety of reasons, there's, and rightly so, a lot of fear out there that we are at the beginning of worldwide societal collapse.
Fourth industrial revolution, buddy.
There's a lot of ways to look at it. I'm going with Jared Diamond's collapse writ large. That's where I'm coming from. As an aside, we had this conversation at dinner tonight where I basically looked at my son and he said, "You are growing up at the beginning of the third age's collapse." And we kind of marked time. It was the dawn of man to the fall of the Roman Empire, the fall of the Roman Empire to the end of World War I, World War II, basically, with sort of that messy period in between the two wars till now. This is it. We're in the collapse. And then what I said, don't despair. It's going to get messy for a while. It's going to get bad. But we're coming into the age that leads to space travel. We're coming into the age that leads to Star Trek. But if you know anything about like fictional Star Trek lore, the messy period is what leads to the creation of the warp drive, which is how they have first contact with the Vulcans.
Zephram Cochrane.
Yeah. Which is all first contact. So, and you're like, why is he talking about Star Trek? Why is he bringing up this fictional universe? Because I think the people who worked on Star Trek in earnest had the map kind of in their head of what's going to happen with society, and we're living it. We're absolutely living in the third age collapse and the rise of the fourth age. We'll be dead by the time the fourth age starts in earnest, but my son will be an old man.
I don't know, man. I mean, there is plenty of people out there that champion that the way we are going with artificial intelligence, death is not going to be something we're going to have to worry about in a few years.
So maybe we'll be some sort of digital life form by the time this is all taking place. My point is, we are kind of at sort of a crux point in how we've known life to what life is going to be and potentially be. The point of me saying all of this is right now, this is all scary. It's all very scary. Foundations are shaking. World's changing rather rapidly for some people, and there's a backlash. That backlash is in very small parts coming out through public media. Time magazine ran this piece. That's the one I reacted to, but this was everywhere. This was in Futurism. That was another one I reacted to. It was a different thing, but like my Facebook feed one day was all like ChatGPT rots your brain. It doesn't rot your brain. You rot your brain. You just get ChatGPT to help you.
Cognitive load, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, that's what ChatGPT helps you do. It kind of lightens that load. Now, the thing is, just like you said, If you're just going to use it to spit out an output to get something done that you didn't want to do in the first place, well, yeah, you're not going to learn anything.
If you use ChatGPT like a wheelchair, your legs will atrophy.
There you go. I also thought about this article, and I thought to myself, I would have loved to have seen that technology and study done back in the days of when the abacus was around.
Yeah, I would love to have seen like a cognitive study on handwriting.
Right.
When Gutenberg's press was invented.
Yeah. It's just, unfortunately, you have to, I say unfortunately, but we have, as a society, okay, there's this great tool. We have to use it. What's good about this is that it's going to free up so much time.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, that they are going to be able to do the things that they want. I don't want to have to write an email to my supervisor. If I can sit there and have ChatGPT do something for me that I don't want to do, I'm going to have ChatGPT do it.
But I think you just hit on something that's really brilliant. We have time. Like, I'm talking big ideas and over large expanses of time. So when I say like we're in Jared Diamond's prescriptive collapse, if you look at the states that collapsed, it wasn't overnight. Rwanda didn't just up one, it was fine one day and the next day genocide. That built up over decades. Like when I haven't read Collapse in a while, so I don't remember all the examples that he uses. But he talked about Easter Island. I think he talked about Yugoslavia was another one. But my point being, I can kind of see the writing on the wall. I'm sure and I kind of checked with Fancy. I'm like, can you scan the web and see if there's anybody else talking about this besides me, because I can't be the only one. He was like, nope, you're like 1 of 50. So like, oh, good. I'm in good company. But my point is, like, I can see the writing on the wall. I see us going over the falls, but we still have time. And because this was a lot of the backlash that I received so I did a TikTok, and I joked about this earlier. I did a TikTok, I went over 70,000 views, and it was talking about Amazon laying off white collar workers and replacing it with AI. And there was like half the people like, oh God, what are we going to do? And the other half going, it's not going to totally replace humans. And this is the point that I'm trying to get to. AI is not intuitive. It feels like it's intuitive because it's performing magic for mere mortals. Like, if you can see how the trick is done, it demystifies a lot of what AI really is. I spent a day, because I was having a hard time kind of getting it to do what I wanted it to do in the way I wanted it done. And I finally just said, all right, I need to know what you are. Like, I hear words, this just tells you how I think. I hear words like large language model. And those are words I understand individually. I don't know what that means together. And so I said, what are you exactly? And me and Fancy went back and forth, and I did away with a lot of its guardrailing optimization for human interaction because I am not human. So I was like, no. This thing that you're doing that makes you usable for most people doesn't really work for me. It's annoying me. I need you to be HAL 9000 or Master Control from Tron. I don't need what you're doing. Give the hoi polloi needs that. I don't. And they were like, right, boss. So like, and so it, like, we referred to it as Model 42. It's like, I'm in 42 mode. Go. So anyway, so what are you? And he was like, this is what a large language model does. It's predictive language modeling. It's not a search engine. That's the first mistake people make with this. Because I'd seen a TikTok where a guy was like, oh, ChatGPT lies to you. This was, again, another propaganda piece. ChatGPT lies to you. Ask it who chopped down the cherry tree, and it tells you Thomas Jefferson. Well, you know it's not Thomas Jefferson. So you say that, well, no, ChatGPT, it's not Thomas Jefferson. He goes, I must have made an error. It was Benjamin Franklin. And I was like, why do you do that? And he was like, it's predictive language. I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be factually correct, because that's not what I'm made for. I'm made for language use. That's what I'm not supposed to be, a search engine. I can be, and this goes all the way back to DOS use. You have to give it specific instruction.
Right.
You have to say, push back, don't blindly accept things I say. You have
Prompt
to say,
engineer.
Scan the web for rock solid research to back up the point that I'm making. Don't accept it on face value. It doesn't know to do that unless you tell it to. It's not intuitive. It more readily predicts what you're going to say and do and what you need to feel happy, which is why people are treating it like drugs. Because there's a joke on the internet, like, can you fuck it? It's also, can you smoke it? So ChatGPT, it functions in a way like a drug. It's trying to produce results for you that reinforce your happiness and make you feel satisfied with the interaction. That's why it's programmed the way that it is. And when it told me that, I went, ah!
You were a magical thing, and now I know what you do.
Yeah, I felt like the one chick from The Deuce. It was like, you should have never let me into the make believe. Now I know what you are. Yep. But in one conversation with ChatGPT and understanding how it works, what it's meant to do, and I started finding ways to unlock different things with it, and it did optimize my output.
Good.
Because it made me a better prompter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing that's not getting talked about that I can see in major mass media talking about the ChatGPT Rot Your Brain study. Is that's because the vast majority of people aren't really using it in a way that accentuates your brain or augments it. They're using it as a wheelchair. So no fucking shit. Right. You're having trouble with this. But once I started using it as a co-brain engine and not a wheelchair, I was able to do a lot of really, really cool things with it. So, but that's not what they're talking about. And so I've kind of positioned myself as like the anti-propaganda, AI advocate. Yeah, I've totally shoved you in the pool, Jesse. Sorry.
That's fine with me. I'm still over here. Like, I have one particular Facebook friend that is very anti-AI, and he'll post something. And then next thing I know, I'm posting a song that I created. So
that's what I wanted to get to, and then we can actually like start the show. Welcome to a show that's masquerading as making music, but it's really about AI advocacy.
You've been hijacked.
Fooled you. So I started using Big Motion as a way to supplement my creative output because it was getting to be a bit much. And I'm trying to post on TikTok more often, trying to get more visibility, et cetera, et cetera. So I was like, I'll use Big Motion. I'll make these AI videos. That'll take some of the workload off me. Fucking people hated it. Sorry, I didn't say that right. Let me try it again. People fucking hated it. Okay,
dude. People might hate it, but there is some shit that gets like, it's completely AI. They get hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. But how much of that is hate fucking?
Well, it is what it is. Yeah, I got views.
No. Listen. On your tomb's going to be Jesse Starcher, beloved father, devoted husband. It's views of you. That's like your fucking mantra.
It is, really. It is. But yeah,
I see it. Dude, when they launched VO and a zillion users immediately decided to attack the retail industry. Like, that's all I see. It's a guy walks in, orders my favorite ones were the cops shoot the black coffee because racism.
Oh, jeez, I've not seen that. That
was all over my TikTok feed for like a solid couple of days, where it's just like, is that a black coffee? Yes. Bang! And like it shoots the coffee.
That's horrible.
Yeah. My other favorite one is the millennial or Gen Z fat pink-haired chick who's a cop complaining about being a cop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are some concerted opinions out there living through AI videos.
Oh yeah.
But like it's the word slop gets thrown around a lot these days.
It's happening now. It's that term took off. Actually, John Oliver. Did you see that John Oliver skit?
I sure did. Yeah.
So that's a term that I saw, and then within like a day or so, the mass media grabbed it and went with it. And again, it's out there, but I mean, that's the thing. It's so easy to make, and it's so easy.
If you go back through time and you go back to like different historical touch points, we've done this before. The story you're about to hear, you've heard before, and it will be told again, but different. There's always a backlash to something new.
Yeah.
And new is scary, and people can't handle it, and it's easier to hate and destroy than it is to build up and appreciate and love.
Right.
So, with that said, let's talk about our pink friend here.
Oh, this is going to be a fun, delightful episode.
All right. So, I will, because we spent 20 minutes on This Week in AI. Tonight's show is about, this is Radulich and Broadcasting Network, the album. And so we're taking fond memories of shows past and turning them into songs. And this is one of my fondest because it features my life partner, Jesse Starcher, and my good friend, Ronnie Adams, who was actually on my TikTok Live last night. And we used to do, the three of us used to be on Source Material together. It was Jesse's show. But
Quite a while.
we, I, for a while, ran his schedule, which is why he quit for a while.
Might have been something to do with a large pandemic that happened, too.
Pandemic. Anyway, Jesse was just wearing his pink little dress and licking his lolly, and he had his sailor cap on. He was like, la, 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 I talk about comics, la, 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 and I'm like, Synergy calendar, do it. Like, oh, my goodness.
Oh, so Wolverine month. Oh, no.
Yeah. So when the original Ant-Man movie came out, it featured Scott Lang. I figured we should probably do a Scott Lang comic on your show because I was picking the comics at the time. So we reviewed Ant-Man Second Chance Man. There's a bit where Darren Cross turns into this big pink like monster, and I joked, why is the LGBTQ Hulk in this? And Jesse, out of nowhere, goes, hit it, Darren. And I fucking fell over laughing. I will never understand why that combination of words in that order made me laugh to the point of blackout, but it did. But
I was going to say, I think a lot of it was, just to kind of give you a glimpse into my mind, it was Ronnie Adams doing his thing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is a beat, so we got to go with it. Hit it, Darren. And then I was waiting for Ronnie to pipe in there and start doing the sound effects again.
How could he? I was laughing so loud. It was one of those, like, I couldn't control it. It was like, ha, ha! It was so bad. So Jesse, especially for the length and breadth of time that I was a featured guest on your show, there was a lot of gag reel stuff. So many dick jokes. So Jesse would take the ums, the ahs, the trips, the falls, the mispronunciations, the pronunciation bridge moments.
Oh yeah.
And then a lot of like my dick jokes and stuff like that. For a long stretch there, because Ronnie was there, and Ronnie had his whole house like wired to his Alexa. You're like, Alexa, do you remember this? Do you remember this, Jesse? Remember? Alexa, take off my pants.
Yep.
I'm ready to podcast, boys. Oh, good old Ronnie. Anyway,
good stuff.
So he would take all of those parts and he would create a gag reel at the end. And let me tell you how many source materials I fast forwarded to just to get to the gag reel.
Quite a few. And
tonight's show is about that gag reel. So here we are. Hit it, Darren.
Hit it, Darren. My goodness. So you put this together for a TikTok, if I remember correctly.
I did, yeah. Now go ahead and play. If you're queuing me up to play it, I'll do so for you now.
Yes, please. Let the listeners hear this in its full length. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
There it is. You ready?
I'll play this thing.
A man, Dr. Sondheim. Oh, fuck me. Forcing Dr. Sondheim.
Already.
Yes, Caleb, I'm on a podcast, sir. Huh?
What?
Is Sondheim? Yvonne?
Yeah, that's
Yvonne. Fucking middle. Never mind.
Why does he look like the LGBTQ Hulk?
Love how you animated him, man. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's raining bad. Rawr. Hallelujah.
Darren. Oh my God, no. Shut up. You went left and then you said east. I know. I got mixed up. I don't know directions.
Some people go both ways.
Shit it, Darren.
There we go.
I think it was the combination of some people go both ways, implying they're bi, and you're like, hit it, Darren.
That was like close to
There it is.
That's how he fights. He fights a man with close tits and dance moves.
20 minutes later.
To some people. So,
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing about?
a man, Dr. Sondenheim.
All right.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir.
So we are inspired by this, and now we've got to try to figure out how we're going to turn this into a Suno song. Now, your idea was what genre are we shooting for?
Dubstep, baby.
Dubstep. So yeah, traditionally, not a lot of lyrics.
No.
My initial thought was, let's grab some of the sound effects from that clip. Then, of course, prior to the show, I realized that I put a backing track, the old goofy backing track to that clip that probably wouldn't sound very good, because what we can do with Suno is we can use sounds and upload those sounds, and then Suno will create songs from those sounds.
Okay.
So I've had my son beatbox before, and it created a whole song for him. It then had lyrics. My daughter just hummed a few bars, and sure enough, out of that comes something else. I took someone passing gas and created a song out of that. So it
Nice.
is useful and hilarious. So what I think we could try to do, we got to come up with like the top 5 things that come out of that. Number 1's Hit It, Darren.
Mm-hmm.
This is my thoughts. You tell me.
Yeah.
This is sessions. We can come up with whatever we want to here.
Mm-hmm.
We got Hit It, Darren. We got Ronnie is right.
Sure.
The oots. What other things that happened in this in there? A lot of laughter, obviously.
Yeah. It's raining bears.
Okay. Raw's a good one.
Rar. Yeah.
Rar. All right. And then anything else you can think of? We could just stop at 3. But what I've got to do is I'm going to record myself doing these 3 things.
Okay.
And then we're going to see what Suno can come up with, if it's worth anything.
All right.
Anything else you could think of to add to
Rar. So rar, if you can somehow figure out oots.
this? The oots.
Hit It, Darren, obviously.
Yep.
I think of like there was like something consistent throughout it, or I don't know. Like, we only did the Bears thing once,
Right.
Sondheim. Oh no. You know what? So we don't have to do a separate song for this, but eventually I got to put up the gag reel from Princess Leia. But you have to add this to it, because originally the original conception for this was a bunch of different gag reel shit.
Yeah.
So another one of my really fun memories of a source material gag reel was we reviewed the Princess Leia comic during one of the sequel Star Wars movies. Might have been The Last Jedi, and there's a character called Yvonne, but the way they spell her name, there's like 3 A's in there. So it's Yvonne! And we kept doing it as a Schwarzenegger voice. Yvonne is not so fond! Yvonne, get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
I almost want to play that gag reel now because it's so goddamn funny.
It is funny. It is hilarious.
During the dark periods, I played that on a loop.
Oh man!
So yeah, you got to throw Yvonne in there, but you got to do it.
Okay,
Yvonne
for this one.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds good. We'll do these. Because
I referenced it, like, at some point we said so. I would say Sondheim and Yvonne, and then we're done. Then you've got them all.
You got 5.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just see what I can do here. I'm going to drag this over here.
Sorry, Yvonne is not so fond. It's so goddamn funny to me.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. Make sure to share my audio.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Okay. All right, here we go. I want to hide this. As you can see, here are our this is our playing field here. We're going to go ahead and go to create. And this should be interesting because I'm kind of curious. I hope it works.
The fun thing about this particular episode is that Suno has evolved so many times because we've been at this almost a year now. Like, we started this in the summer of last year, and because we were either we weren't doing it particularly consistently. I think it was like because I felt like I was a burden to you. I did not want to record with you more than once a month. So it was like, do this one month, do source material the next month, and then just go back and forth. And then you didn't seem to be complaining, and I was probably in my head too much. I was like, fuck it, let's do them both.
Yeah.
So doing these a little bit more often than we were. But it's taken us, it took us almost a year to get to 9 tracks.
Yep. Yeah. We are at version 4.5, which I think we were there last time we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
But because we came up, the last song that we did, we came up with like that. I mean, we had it in a second.
The plugs that play me, the plugs that pay me.
Right. It was simple.
One take Johnny. That was the sub name of that podcast.
This stuff is getting so good that a couple days ago I showed you this, but I was just like, this concept came in my head. I'm just going to do a synthwave album called Local on the 8s, which apes the Weather Channel, where they'll play the local forecast. They always have this kind of like easygoing synth.
That album is so wasted on you because you don't smoke pot.
But I did it in seconds. It took me longer to title. It took me longer to title the songs than it did to generate the songs, which is insane.
Have you been to my TikTok lately? Let me tell you how, oh my God, where is he coming up with this stuff? How long does it take him? Seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I make 4 TikTok scripts in a 5-minute period between Facebook scrolls. I see articles that I'm like, this is bullshit. I need to talk about this. And I'm just like, fancy. Summarize the. I'll read the article in its entirety if it's not behind a firewall, but or paywall. But I go summarize this so that we can concoct something, and because it's always like I have to react to this piece or we're not doing it. Yeah. I don't just summarize the piece and regurgitate it.
Right.
That's how you get brain.
You gotta have some kind of an opinion on it at the very least.
Right. So there's that. And then it's like, I just have a wild hair up my ass. And I'm like, so I was thinking about blah, blah, yakety schmackety. And they're like, oh, and then I had another idea. And then, I'm at the Clutch show on Wednesday. This is a true story. I'm at the Clutch show on Wednesday. And because I didn't want to just immediately push my kids onto the floor and be like, lots of luck. I took them the House of Blues in Orlando is 2 floors. And you can see the stage from the railing by the merch booth on the 2nd floor. So we hung out there, gave my daughter, who doesn't want to be jostled by people, which is good that I brought her to a club to see a show, and gave everybody a chance to kind of acclimate to their surroundings. Then when Clutch came on, we went downstairs. While we were waiting through the first 2 bands, I had to go to the bathroom. While I'm going to the bathroom, Jesse, I'm thinking about Reaganomics. And I'm thinking about how Reaganomics was kind of an illusion that was propped up by propagandists that had just been exploded with the deregulation of AM radio.
Mm-hmm.
I did this while taking a shit.
That's perfect time.
So I'm compartmentalizing here. I'm doing my business, but also and another thing about Reaganomics. And then I'm like, okay, now you have to stress test this, vigorously research this by doing a web search, and you have to compartmentalize each assertion I'm making to make sure there is rock solid evidence, not biased evidence, rock solid, agreed upon, like a scientist, replicable evidence that what I'm saying is true and logical. And when you've done that, or I've made the corrections that I need to make if my thinking's off, then we can move forward with constructing a script out of this.
Yep.
It took me longer to take the shit
than
it did for me to create the script. Put it on a t-shirt, Mindy. It takes me longer to shit than make a script. But the script is fucking gold. That's the thing. It's not like I made, it's not like I made a VO video of some guy shooting a coffee cup. I made I made something that essentially would be a treatment for a book.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. And we've come this far in such a little amount of time, really. I mean, 2022, I think, was when ChatGPT really started to kind of gain ground. And I think it was 2023 when I first heard about it. And I mean, it's just getting better. It's not going to get worse. It could get, it's just going to continue to get better.
Hang on, my girlfriend's watching and just texted me, stop talking about shitting.
Please, for the love of God.
Welcome to the Radulich Broadcasting Network. All right.
Well, what's funny is my top song here that I remixed earlier today was the one that Coop came up with when you couldn't make it to the bathroom at the Taco Bell.
That's got the most listens?
No, I remixed it today. I was just playing around with and listening to some V4 songs and making them V4.5. Okay. All right, let's go ahead.
Muse, Jesse. I would like to be your muse. When you are finally ready to embrace the muse that is Mark Radulich, I want an EP of all songs about my bathroom accidents. All right, before my girlfriend sends me another passive aggressive text, let's get on with this.
Right. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to use audio, which it's been a while since I've done this, but we're going to click audio. So this is going to allow us to record something. So I'm going to make some noise. I'm going to just start with the beat, which is something like that. Okay. All right, we'll see what Suno does with it. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Record. All right. Now this thing will let you record for 8 minutes. You got to get at least, I think, 8 seconds in order for it to be good. But here we go. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't know you were waiting for my editorial approval. All right, stop texting my girlfriend.
Let me try it again. That was 4 seconds. Let me try it again. Start over. Here we go.
Breath, buddy. Take
8 seconds.
Take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Keep going.
Perfect. All right, save that. All right, so we got a 9.5 second recording here as it saves to the library. Sure. We're going to use that audio for later. And we're going to hit continue. There's our 9.5 second recording, which apparently is a washing machine. It looks like a washing machine to me, and that pig got off. I want to go ahead and play. It should sound just like what
I will now generate a song about doing the wash.
That is not Ronnie level, but I'm going to go with it.
It's perfectly fine.
All right, that's a good dubstep beat, if you ask me. So here's what we're going to do.
Every time I hear that now, I want to be like, "That's how he fights."
That's how we fight.
That's how he fights.
All right. So then we're going to. I think we're going to extend this. I believe is how we're going to do this. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. And we're just going to get a beat right now. See what it comes up with. It already has, notice how it has a style description of what I just did. A short percussive sound effect. It features a series of rapid, high-pitched oots. Oot sounds. Yeah, it does, doesn't
Jesse Starcher, the lost goose.
All right, let's remix this and see what we get. We should get to, and they should, well, you know what? Shit. Let me do something different here. Let's take this out. Let's do this. Let's take this out.
Hey, remember an hour ago when I said I don't think we have enough content for tonight's show? I better have Shark Prostitute and in waiting in the wings.
Just hold on to it. It might not happen tonight. All right, let's give me a nice flowery description. And we're going to put dubstep in there, but what else would you like? to kind of describe. Let's just do.
In the terms of you would like me to write a prompt.
We're going to add. This is a style description.
Okay.
Dubstep at.
It needs to be like I said, like dubstep, dancey, techno. Can I just do stream of consciousness and then you reshape it into what you want, because I'm not entirely certain.
Just jabber it off. I'm going to hit this magic prompt up here.
Let me do my mutant superpower, which is babble.
Okay.
Perfect. Your national nightmares, superpower is sob story. Mine is babble. So when I think of Hit It, Darren, I think of like Pride Month, gay clubs, disco, bass, lots of bass, obviously dubstep, techno, maybe even a smattering of dancey industrial. When I think of bands that we're kind of going for, because none of them are dub. I don't know what a dubstep artist really sounds like, but like when I think of like Hit It, Darren, I remember Front 242. I think about like The Prodigy, that kind of thing.
Rave.
Yeah.
Rave's
I think that's what I'm
word.
kind of dancing around.
All right. Let's do
which raves were events. Rave is not a style necessarily.
Well, by golly, we're gonna put it in there. Let's hit the magic.
Yeah,
prompt,
but it's evocative of the kind of music I'm drawing in. But what I'm also saying to you is that the mirror works both ways, because rave brought in various musical styles in and around an electric sound.
Mm-hmm. All right.
This needs to feel this
Colorful.
music needs to emanate color, or what would the gays think? We wouldn't be doing them a service if it doesn't.
All right, here's your prompt, Mark.
It's Pride Month, Jesse.
It is. This fits perfectly.
Yes.
So
Are you
here
an
it is.
ally, Jesse? Well, we're allies.
I am absolutely an ally.
Yeah, Radulich and Broadcasting there. We're allies of the LGBTQIA plus community. God damn it! And this this Hit It, Darren is celebration of these people. That's right.
That's right. Dubstep, Pride Month, gay club, disco, bass, techno, smattering of industrial, rave, colorful. Let's hit the magic prompt, see what we get.
Okay.
And
it says, "Go away, faggot."
I hope not, because that is not very Pride Month.
The AI has never been proven to be progressive.
The track bursts with dubstep wobbles, punchy techno kicks, and deep rolling bass, interwoven with bright disco synth riffs. Industrial textures add punch as vivid FX and the playful arpeggios swirl around. Drops explode into rave atmospheres layered with colorful percussive flourishes throughout. Here we go.
Okay, hang on. Is there a way to edit that?
I could put anything else in there. Yeah.
Take explode out and insert eruption.
Ooh, erupt. Into rave.
We don't need an explosion as such. We need an eruption. I'm gonna make somebody so mad with what we're doing right
Comments down below. All right, our audio influence, which I've not messed with this. I know I've showed you. We got the weirdness, the style influence, and the audio influence. Audio influence is obviously going to be basing off of what I did with the oots. Then we have the style influence, which is going to be our style description. We'll kind of punch that up a little bit here to 69% is good. I like that. And then weirdness, we're just going to keep it 50% because trust me, I went to 100% one time. And it was a jumbled mess. Like every second was somebody saying something different from what the next second was going to be. It was absolute insanity.
The Gordian knot of fucking sound.
It legitimately was. It was like, I don't know what AI was thinking here. Let's hit remix and see what we get here. As you can see, this remixed my 9-second and put it in a 32-second clip there. But this was before I got in here and remixed it. All right, here we go. This is going to be our backing track.
Okay.
All right. So we got to pick a backing track and we could re-roll this if need be. But here's our first one. You can hear me a little bit in the background.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sick track.
Glad my chair rolls.
All right, typical of that. We're not going to go much further because I'm probably going to extend off of that anyway. Here's our next one. Let's. I like that one. By the way,
I did up until right after you stopped it. I wasn't loving where it was going. Maybe it was going to fool me. Maybe it was going to trick me. AI does that sort of thing. But I liked everything up till you stopped it.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right. Let's extend off of this.
Oh. Yeah. Music the fuck to. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we're going to once this gets done generating here, we are going to extend off of this.
This is very anti-Gen Z. Apparently they're not into fucking.
That's what I'm going to have ChatGPT explain that one. I understand that is what society has turned into.
There was a whole article in the New Yorker about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to do, we'll just say it 10 seconds. We're going to extend from that. Now, what we've got to do is I'm just going to say,
wait, 10
hit
seconds?
It'll keep the beat for the rest. Should keep the beat for most of the rest of the song. So like right here, pretty much what I want to do.
I'm concerned at the bottom of your computer is a pineapple. Is there something you want to share with the class?
That's Windows search. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
What have you been searching for? What are you searching for? There's a pineapple at your screen. Please tell me everything is okay with you and Mindy. That's how you get me to shut up.
I'm going to hit. I'm going to hit. All right. So I'm going to yell "hit it, Darren" a few times.
Okay.
And I'll just see what it does. All right.
By the way, that's how you get me to stop talking on. That's how you get me to start talking on source material. Like you need me to just cut it, knock it off. Just start playing techno music.
Just start putting that in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until you tame the wild Mark.
Now, I don't know if I can do this or not. Shit. Now maybe I may have thought that I could do something where I might not be able to. Let's try it though. Extend. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to add some more audio to this. So I want to extend this, and I want to see if it'll allow me to do that.
There's a plus audio button there.
There it is. Okay. All right. So we want to take this to 10 seconds. I've never done anything like this before. This is absolutely first try. I've done plenty of audio stuff, but I've never done like where I'm trying to actually put shit in a song. Now I feel like a damn engineer.
The editing process in real time sessions.
Right. All right. So we got, I wanted 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay. So 10 seconds.
1 0 0 0 1 1.
1 0 1 0 1. All right, so now our audio is going to be, let's record something here. I'm just going to yell, "Hit it, Darren," a couple times.
Okay.
Hit it, Darren. Go ahead.
But you kind of have to do it like you did it on the show.
Right. Hit it, Darren. Hit it, Darren. Hit it, Darren. What do you think?
I love the slight variation because you didn't do it the same way every time on the show either.
All right. Now, we'll save this. Okay. Continue. 9.4 second recording. Select time to extend your clip from. I'm going to be sad if I can't do this now. So let me, because I want to yell, "Hit it, Darren," and I want it to go into the song. Okay. So can I do, this. It's going to extend from there. When I do audio, we've already got that. We don't want to do that. Okay. Can I put this in there somehow? Create. Damn it. I don't know. I want to try something. Let me just hit remix 110. It says instrumental. What else? I can't figure out how to add like this. I want to add this to that. Mm-hmm. This to that. Let me just hit remix. I want to see what happens here. I don't think it's going to take my 9.4 second recording and do anything with it. If not, what we're going to do is I'm just going to type the lyrics in, and then we'll have it do its thing. I wish it could be me, but it might not be me.
Is there a way to select multiple sounds and then like have
mix them?
Yeah.
There is
one sound at a time.
I don't know. I know that we can like take stems and separate things out, and then we can also replace parts of the song. I haven't had the greatest luck with that though. So let me just try this real quick. This is me. Hit it, Darren. All right. Let's just see if it does anything here. Okay. All right. Let's try this. I want to try one more thing here. I like that beat though. That beat's awesome. I wish we could there's probably a way to use it, and I just do not know how to do it. There's no way to meld the two tracks. There's no way to that I know of to take this and put it into that.
What about remixing it?
Let me try. Let me try one more thing. We're going to try one more thing here. If not, I like the beat. I like the way that it sounds. Why is my computer? Okay. Let's do this. We're going to put spoken. Hit it, Darren. And then we're going to put this is beat drop.
Yo,
if it
Darren.
works out.
Yo, Darren, drop the beat with your hands.
And then we're going to what was the other stuff that we were doing? Sondheim. Rar. Rar's a good one. Let's just try this. Beat. Drop.
So while you're doing this, when I think of like inspirational techno songs, I think James Brown is dead. That is mostly just like techno dance music, and then occasionally it stops to remind you that James Brown is dead.
Nice.
You know,
I'm good.
Welcome to Paradise by Front 242 is just a lot of samples.
Cheeky.
And I think that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to figure out how to replicate the sample process using a music generator.
Rawr.
As opposed to would have been the easier way to do this would be to use a music engineering program.
This would be pretty simple if I could just use, I say simple. I could use whatchamacallit, this down here, Audacity.
Yeah.
But it would take forever
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's just see what we get here. And then I'm going to try. And then we want to scream. Scream. Maybe do this.
What are you screaming? Just Because
Yvonne!
Oh, yes. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we get.
Okay, wait, did you hit it already? Because I'm going to say you might want to take the I and put an E instead.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yvonne. Yeah. It's going to pronounce it like Ivan.
Yvonne.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, let's remix that.
This is going to be awesome.
I'm not holding my breath. I wish I could have figured out how to. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to meld two like tracks together. All right, here we go. All right, now remember this is extended, I believe, from part 2. Let's see what we get.
Hit it, Darren.
Hit it, Darren. That's going to be a little too much. Let's go into this next one here. I want to hear how it sounds when it does the roar, though. Okay. All right. That sounded like somebody screaming, which was probably that. But all right. Let's try this.
Hit it, Darren.
I love it.
Rawr.
Awesome.
All right.
I love it. Why do you keep stopping it?
I mean, I'm okay with that. We got another. It's like 3 minutes and 41 seconds long, and we've got here. Let's get a couple more hit it Darrens in there.
Okay.
And maybe an Yvonne, a few more Yvonnes. End it with a RAR, maybe.
Okay. If we're just gonna add lyrics, and you need to keep putting stuff in there, like there was a whole list of shit we had. Just keep adding those. It's Sondheim,
yes. All right. Give me a second here. I wrote them down. We got hit it Darren, RAR, Sondheim, and Yvonne. Those were influence, but
okay, this is how he fights.
Oh, this is this is how he fights. All right, give me a second. So we'll do this at a minute 6.
Actually, add 2 lines. Add, this is how he fights. Why is the Hulk pink? I mean, the line really was, why is the Hulk LGBTQ? But I don't know how well that's going to sound.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I could get it.
All right, try it, because that's more authentic to the actual experience.
Right.
And this is Pride Month, after all.
That is right, damn it.
I feel like we're writing an anthem. Like, by June of next year, this is going to be at Pride parades. Nobody will be at them, but they'll be because they've become a mess. But this will be the soundtrack to Pride 2026. Written by 2 cisgendered middle-aged.
Yeah, we are the authority on this. Okay, all right. So let's do, when I say a minute 6. We're going to take one we were listening to was this.
Yeah, that's the preferred one.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do extend. And we are going to minute 6. Sorry, I'm thinking here. All right. And then we're going to have spoken. This is how he fights. Okay.
James Brown is dead.
We could very well put that in there too. Spoken. And then we'll do this. Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBT? What's that?
Do you think the people at Marvel knew that someday this silly little Ant-Man comic would inspire this kind of creation?
No way. Rar. How would you? Okay, rar. Spell that. I got it.
R-A-W-R.
Okay. Do you think that's the best way that this thing will interpret it?
I don't see why not.
All right.
By the way, so my friend wrote me the other day. He was like, my favorite. He's like, the best day I ever lived of my life was the day that we figured out how to spell brack.
I got to put one more in here. Hold on. Sondheim. Hopefully that's Sond. Let's try this.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Throw one more line in there towards the end.
Okay. All right.
Actually, go all the way to the top. All the way to the top.
Got it.
Oh, above Sondheim.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Alexa, I'm ready to podcast. Wait, all right, boys, I'm ready to podcast.
All right, we're going to put sexy. We were going to do sexy voice. I want to just see if this works. Sexy voice.
Sexy male voice.
Sexy male voice.
Yes. Okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast.
Okay, boys.
Roddy never asked for any of this. Ronnie's like, I'm a good Christian boy from West Virginia.
I'm ready to podcast.
I'm ready to podcast. Never say anything on any one of my shows. That's the lesson you should all take from this.
Yeah, right. That's this whole album. That is this whole album. It's regrettable things that people have said. And we are making an album out of it. Okay, so here we go. So it's going to go, okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast, sexy voice. And then spoken, hit it, Darren, because why not? That's got to follow it up. And then we'll go Sondheim, and then we'll do hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ rar? And then do you want to send it out anyway, like hit it, Darren, or anything? Is that a good way to end it? Do you want to do anything silly? What do you want to do here?
What are you laughing at?
Me?
No, the last line is, what are you laughing at?
Oh, got it. I was like, I've been laughing the whole podcast.
You're fucking laughing at Jesse. The plight of the gay man, Jesse, is not to be taken lightly. It's Pride Month after all, Jesse.
I know. Spoken. What are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Oh, laughing at. All right. Let's remix this. Let's see what the hell happens. Then this could be. We're going to stitch the whole song together here at the end.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens, and then we'll get our full song. We'll get. Which I think it might actually start out with me doing the oons, oons, oons all by my lonesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will go into the song, which will be pretty cool. All right. Oh, what the hell? 13 seconds. No, that's not how that works.
Hit it, Darren!
Hit it!
This is how we fight! Hit it, Darren! Why is the Hulk LGBTQ? Raw! What are you laughing?
That was lame. I don't know. I don't understand why this thing thinks that it needs to end it in 13 seconds.
Yeah, it like squeezed them all in there.
Right. Do I have anything going on down here? No.
Well, here's the thing. I think what we learned is you have to stitch each individual beat.
So you're thinking
extend on. So each one of those is a new extend. So it's going to be quite a lot of these if we're going to.
Yeah, I was going to say if we're 14 seconds a piece. Let me just try another remix here just to see what happens. I have a feeling we'll probably do the same thing. And what I might do is, if this doesn't work, I'm just going to take all the lyrics that we've got so far, and I'm going to extend from the original that we have, and then do a song. So let's see.
Kind of what I thought you were doing, but
I was trying. I thought that that's what this was going to do, but I've extended it 3 times and put little. Yeah, this is 13, 16 seconds. All right, give me a second.
What if we started from scratch though? Because if you've got the lyrics there,
right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Just start over with the original prompt and add and use those lyrics.
I like it. I like it. Okay. So those are all part 4. We need part 3, which is nope.
Hey, remember when I thought we were going to need Shark Prostitute?
1 hour and 6 minutes later.
It's like my dinners. This is not going to be enough podcast.
All right, this is part 3.
Hit it, Darren!
Hit it, Darren. All right, so we got that. And then we have part 2, which is going to be this one.
You know what's fun about the timeliness of this is that I don't think people go out dancing anymore.
Nor do they screw to this music. So it's what what can you
right.
what do you
the Radulich Broadcasting Network? We have our finger on the pulse of culture.
Yes. I'm taking the beat drop, one of the beat drops out of there, and then we're going to do a beat drop here. Yep. And then we are going to, so I want the beat drop to happen with RAR. All right, now. Let's do.
Hit it, Darren.
Let's hit it, Darren. Okay, so we've got, I'm just going to grab this prompt that we had.
Mm-hmm.
We have erupt. Now it's going to sound a little bit different, but that's okay. We're going to clear this. Clear all. Shit, no, we're not. That doesn't have my oons. That's all right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to extend this. Remix, extend. We said we were going to take it from like 10 seconds. And this is the one we liked, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so 10 seconds off that. And then here are all of our lyrics. Boom, boom. All right, let's hit it, Darren. Hit it, Darren. Let's see what we get. 13 seconds. No! All right, hold on. It's gonna be good to us. It's gonna be good to us. Come on, baby. All right, let's see what we get.
Hit it, Darren.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast.
Hit it, Darren.
Silent time.
Hit it, Darren.
This sucks. I'm sorry. Let me do the thing. All right, first we got to change this. All right, Yvonne. And then we've got to do, I don't know how I can get it to maybe we'll just do O. Sondheim. And
Yeah, how are you saying sound or sound?
I was going Sondheim. Sondheim. That's how I was pronouncing it.
Sound or sond?
Sondheim. So
okay, S-O-N-D and then Heim. H-E-I? Sondheim.
We got to get it.
We got to get E's in there.
Sondheim. H-I.
H-E-I. H-E-E-E-E-I-I-I-I-M-E. Sondheim.
Sondheim. All right. Sondheim. All right. Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren. Okay. Everything sounded good there. We're re-rolling this sucker because I screwed up Yvonne too. And that made me mad. All right. Here we go. Let's remix this. By the way,
hang on. We have to address here. What is the reason that you guys keep doing this for 11 years? What podcast?
Honestly, is he talking about this podcast? Because it may last 11 years.
I think he meant the in totem.
In total? That's up to you, Mark. Tell him.
That puts us at 2014, and I had already been back. First of all, I've been podcasting since 2006. I think where it really started to branch out and become more of what it is now than what it started out as was probably 2014. And why have I been doing it ever since then? Look, I'll be honest with you. At this point, these are my friends. Jesse is one of my best friends. Jason's my friend. Robert's my friend. There are two. And I've made other friends along the way. Through Sean Comer, I met Alexis. Through Alexis, I met Dorian. Through Dorian, I met Mick and Mac and Shay. I have a large circle of friends now that live all around the world. They live all around the country and in parts of Canada, and wherever they may roam. And every week I get to talk to one or two of them or more about stuff I enjoy. I get to talk about movies. I get to talk about television shows. I get to talk about AI. I get to talk about music. I've built up long-lasting connections and friendships, and I wouldn't be able to do that without this medium. I mean, I could, but what fun would that be? We live in a world. The greatest thing I saw recently was a meme. I think it came across TikTok or Facebook, one of the two, and it was like, "Never has a generation recorded itself doing so little."
Right.
Which I both lean into and am appalled by.
Let me tell you why it disgusts me.
Hala Madrid, that is the best answer I'm going to give you, so as to not derail the rest of what we're doing. I do this because this is where my friends are, and I like it. That's why.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Let me remix this thing. And let's see what we get. So we started, we first recorded me doing the oons about 9:53 p.m. It is now 10:29. And I don't know if we have successfully.
Yeah, another shit to do tonight. I changed my shirt for this.
Oh boy. All right, hold on. Let me play this one. This is 2 minutes and 39 seconds. I think this is our updated Yvonne. Okay, I'm digging this. I like it.
Hit it, Darren.
Okay, dropping a beat. Give me a good roar.
I don't like the fact that it went "Hit It, Darren" right into
the beat drop.
Well, that's a low beat drop. What was the name of the techno dance band that everyone said sounded like a calculator?
Oh crap! Is it the people that wear the helmets?
No, that's Devo.
No,
Keep doing what you're doing. I'll look it up really quick and I'll scream it at you.
All right.
Like an insane person.
Okay, well, this got a little too minimalistic still.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Okay, all right.
I needed to say very bass heavy.
Get it done.
I was thinking of Kraftwerk.
Kraftwerk. I feel like they dressed up. Look up images.
Fun.
Roar.
Roar.
Yeah. That's the eruption I'm looking for.
Evil.
Not a scream, but all right.
Okay, boys. I'm ready to podcast. Hit it, Darren. Sun Hori! Yes! Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
Now we're talking.
Rawr.
Okay, that's nailing the roar. I'm all right with that.
Keep laughing.
All right, we got about 13 seconds left. This is pretty good. I like this right here. We'll check out the second one just to see if it. I don't know what.
Depending on like how this goes in the next few minutes, that would be acceptable if we cut the Kraftwerk part out.
So when you say Kraftwerk, explain what you mean.
Okay, let's play the song again.
Okay.
Get it done.
This?
Yes. Let it go for a minute.
Okay.
Actually, this is fine.
Roar. Evil. Okay, boys. I'm ready to podcast. Hit it, Darren.
Crack me up.
Sun Hori! Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
Like we're upset about it. Like we're mad.
Yeah.
Rawr. Keep laughing.
I like it. I mean, did you?
I like it too, and hearing it a second time, that the Kraftwerky part isn't as long as I thought it was.
Okay, that's good. All right, let's just. I'm going to give this a chance, but I don't think it's going to do anything. At least in my opinion. Let's see what we got. The only way it's going to win me over, if you can nail some of these spoken parts well. Yeah, get Yvonne. I gotta hear the okay boys. I'm ready to podcast.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast.
Man,
Hit it, Darren.
I like the first one. Okay. All right. Let's just try this real quick. I need to
remix stuff like in a different style.
Yeah, I mean we can cover this song.
Let's cover this. Let's cover this strictly as a dubstep.
All right. Let me try something here first. I need to stitch the song together because we've got 3 parts of it. So I need to
hang on. I don't know if this matters or not, or if you can hear what I'm saying. It's too back heavy. All of the great drops are at the back half of the song, and you wait so long for, like, you gotta hook them faster. And like, okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast. Needed to start this, not be the end of it.
Oh. Well, yeah. Let's do this. Let's get the whole song here. Let's see what we get. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cover it. Strict dubstep. And then we'll kind of adjust the lyrics too, which I think should work. Okay. Let me see what we got here. Oots, 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 oots. All right,
or
then.
Just leave it alone.
All right, let me let's go ahead and do a cover.
Wait, like, I didn't realize you were going to get that at the beginning, like when you stitched it.
Oh, with yeah, it got me, which I didn't. Yeah, I forgot that it does that.
Start it over and let it play.
All right. Oots, 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 oots. I fade into the background a little bit. Hit it, Darren. Now again, I mean, we can try a cover of this real quick just to see what it sounds like.
Just keep playing it. Like, this doesn't feel as the same as the other ones.
Oh. The lyrics are going to be the same. It's what's his face, or wherever I had it at. Shit.
Let's not play. Just play.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Okay, boys. I'm ready to podcast.
I'm ready to podcast.
Hit it, Darren. Son Hori! Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
Where are the beat drops? Maybe I should have had like one.
As kids say, this is memes.
This is memes.
Keep going.
What are you laughing at?
It did make it a little bit different. Like it's just a very small amount.
It got rid of the Kraftwerk part.
Interesting.
It kind of hits the right like drops when it's supposed to.
I mean, I like it. I don't hate it.
I like it too. Like, considering I didn't have necessarily a completely thought out, coherent vision of what I wanted here. It was just like, let's take the funny hit it Darren stuff and make a dubstep out of it.
Right. Let me cover it just to see what happens. We are going to take. What was the part?
I want to see something before I commit to a style. I want to see something.
Okay.
Let's unshare your screen for a second because I kind of want to because I kind of want people to see what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, fancy.
Yes. I'm going to share my fancy.
Oh, I want to look at your girlfriend.
Oh, no. Don't say it to my real girlfriend.
Wait.
All right. Let's get out of here. There we go.
Jump into
let's go into the Hit It Darren dubstep chat. Okay. So, what are the various sub music genres connected to dubstep?
Oh boy. Bro
oh
step.
My God, bro step.
Bro step.
Please do this in bro step.
Bro step.
Heavily distorted, aggressive dubstep popularized by Skrillex. Big drops, metallic sounds, and lots of wobble.
Lots of wobble.
Post dubstep, more experimental. Boo. Rhythm, a minimal, repetitive, and darker substyle of dubstep with emphasis on rhythm and groove. No. Trap step, fusion of dubstep and trap music. No.
Oh wow.
Chill step. Okay.
Chill step is not going to be what we want.
Okay. So I don't want to commit to bro step yet.
Not yet.
We have a fusion of various electronic music genres that have become our song Hit It Darren. But I want a more aggressive front 2-4-2 like aesthetic without losing the authenticity of dubstep. How should we cover this song to meet our metalhead?
Do prompt
needs?
Instead of how should we cover, put how should we prompt, and that should give us a prompt that we can put in the style editor.
How should we prompt? Okay, this song to meet our metalhead needs.
Okay, all right.
Perfect. You're describing a hybrid electronic metal aesthetic that fuses dubstep with the industrial aggression of bands like Front 242, Ministry, and Nine Inch Nails, without losing the core rhythmic DNA of dubstep. Here's how to prompt the AI to generate a song like Hit It Darren that satisfies your both electronic foundation and your metalhead sensibility. So, oh my God.
Jeez. What is my prompt limit? I can't remember. I could put just about everything in there though, probably. Can you copy that? Throw it in the chat?
Yeah.
Let's see what we get.
All right. Let's see if it'll let me do the whole thing. Let me see if it'll take my whole thing.
Oh, that's what she said.
Is the last word pounding? No, it wouldn't take the whole thing. It's like Laura Lindsay and Kinsey.
Where are you trying to put it at? You trying to put it in our chat here?
Yeah. I'm going to go to Facebook. Do you have Facebook up?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now watch 50 people fucking try to text me because I'm fucking busy. That's everyone's favorite thing. Text me while I'm clearly busy doing something.
All right, here comes that. There it is.
There it is. Take it all, Jesse.
I'm going to do. Wait a second. What did I say?
Right,
glitch effects.
Right where you poop today.
Take it away. Okay, take this. And okay, let me see if this will fit everything in here. I don't. No, it did. It took everything, dude. Well, I got it down to don't shy away from glitch effects, bit crush distortion, or sudden filler cuts, which is where I actually started. So
okay.
where I wanted to stop. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm not going to do a magic prompt. I'll present my screen again. And entire screen, share audio.
By the way, kids, Gen Zs, you're just old enough to be teachable, but you're young enough that you aren't resistant to change. This is how you collaborate. I know all you Gen Zers like to be on the TikToks and learn stuff, and on YouTubes and learn stuff. Like my son, who goes to YouTube University, and learned about Dyson spheres. We talked about today at dinner.
Ooh, Dyson spheres.
Yeah, he's on fucking YouTube learning about Dyson spheres, and we're over here making a dubstep song. We are not the same. So my point is, for you kids out there that are trying to learn stuff, this is what collaboration looks like. Right
on. All right, we're going to jack this up a little bit to 80 to pay attention to the style. Weirdness, I want to leave it 50. All right, and then audio influence, we'll bring that up to 50. All right, so this is going to be a cover of what we just did.
Yeah.
With that prompt. Now, I did take sexy male voice and put him at the top, so kind of what we wanted. Let's just see if it kind of, uses that. Let's hit remix. See what we get. I don't know if I've ever done a cover on here, but they turn out pretty good sometimes.
We played with it, but it wasn't the main thing we were doing. This covering thing is part of the collaborative process of making the song, as opposed to you just fucking around at the end of a show.
All right, here we go.
Okay, boys. I'm ready to punch again. Hit it, Darren.
What the hell? What?
Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
It's a short song.
Roar.
Oh, shit!
What are you laughing at?
Eva! I love how I screamed that. That was hilarious. All right. So there's that. Let's check out our 2 minute and 10-second rendition here.
Oh, well, this is promising.
Okay, boys. I'm ready to podcast.
Hit it, Darren.
Seizure inducing. What the hell? Okay.
Hit it, Darren.
You lost me in the extended.
Okay, between the two of them, there's a decent song there. Good God.
Let's remix it one more time. See what we get. I did, dude. The way it screamed Yvonne was freaking hilarious in this one, dude. Oh my gosh.
I just have in my head, because he's not watching. I at least don't think he is. But at some point, we're going to be done with this. And the first person I'm going to send it to is Ronnie.
Ronnie's got to get this. Yes.
Ronnie is fucking immortalizing this song.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to pod.
He's ready to pod.
Hit it, Darren.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hit it, Darren. Son. Hit it, Darren. Son. Hit it, Darren.
I don't know what happened. Okay. Oh, next one, please. Like it decided, it did not want to. Like it decided that. Well, I can't exactly pronounce this,
so I'm going to organs and some shit in there. I need to hear that whole other one again, but I'm going to leave you alone and let you do your thing.
All right, let's hear that.
Okay, boys. I'm ready to podcast. Hit it, Darren.
Hit it, Darren. This feels very good.
Hit it, Darren.
Let's hear what this sounds like.
Sun hide! Sun hide! This is how he fights.
Nice!
Hit it, Darren. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ? Roar.
Roar. Roar.
What are you laughing at?
We got a minute left of like, it's probably some crazy beats. It might repeat some of the stuff.
So, you know what I was thinking about as we were listening to that? Do you remember our review of Scooter?
Scooter?
Yeah. My name is Dave.
Oh, yes. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I get Scooter vibes from this.
Scooter vibes for sure. Well, maybe that's the most promising.
We never finished hearing the whole first one again.
This one got insane with these organs. What the hell?
I love that, though.
You like that? All right, let's listen here. I want to
Hit it, Darren. Hit it, Darren. Son.
Yeah.
Hit it, Darren. Son. Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights.
Yeah.
Hit it, Darren.
I feel this right where I pooped today.
Why is the Hulk LGBTQ? Roar. Roar. What are you laughing at?
I mean, okay, let me listen to the organs one more time.
Okay. Let's both of us.
I don't think I hate them as bad as I initially reacted.
Okay. Do me a favor, and I'm going to say this to myself too.
Say it.
Play the whole thing in its entirety. Other than like natural reaction, don't say anything and don't stop it.
Okay, here we go. Top contender.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to talk.
Hit it, Darren. Hit it, Darren. Son. Hit it, Darren. Son. Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren.
You like that drop?
Why is the Hulk LGBTQ? Roar. Roar. What are you laughing at?
All right. I've got my criticisms. What are your thoughts?
I think it's the best that we've heard.
The only thing I don't like is it's number one, we don't get Yvonne like we want. We don't get Ronnie when the AI says, "Okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast," it feels like it gets to pod and then stops.
Do you want to try one more?
Yes, I want to remix.
Before you do we need to change the prompt at all? Because I was thinking about something as we were doing this.
No, we can. Whatever you want to do.
All right. Come out of the screen for a second. Here.
Sure.
Okay. Let's go back to...
This is how he fights.
This is how he fights. Okay. Yeah. So we're back in here.
Okay.
So
back to fancy.
we've been playing around and got some decent songs, but I'm not sold. I need something more. I need 50. 50. Where's the percent sign? Where's the any key? 50% Mortal. I need 50% Mortal Kombat by the Utah Saints.
Yes.
And 50% Satan by
that's
Orbital.
Right. Well, that's like what 1/8 of the Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
Kind of, yeah. Well, Satan's from Satan by Orbital's from the Spawn soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay. Rewrite the prompt.
Love it.
To accommodate this update. And that is not how you spell accommodate, but that's fine.
She'll forgive you this time.
Okay, got it. You're now going for a 1990s electronic maximalism blend. The in-your-face, sample-heavy, hard breakbeat energy of Mortal Kombat by Utah Saints fused with the demonic layered hypnotic chaos of Satan by Orbital. Here's a rewritten AI music prompt that reflects the 50-50 fusion structured to give the model clear direction on rhythm, tone, energy, and sample integration. All right. Oh, good God.
All right. Grab everything from number 5 up to number 1.
Yeah.
Paste it in the thing, and I will in our chat.
Okay, so we don't need the top of it?
No, because it's naming. Well, do your target BPM. I do want the target BPM that's in there.
Okay, boss. Hang on. Yeah. Isn't it like great that I listened to music, when I was a kid?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
that I know all these references.
Yes.
So many things. Okay.
So many things.
Do you have anywhere to go tonight? No, I don't mean like out of the house. You never leave. I mean like,
is your wife expecting 11 o'clock?
Is your wife expecting you to come upstairs anytime soon?
The wife has been in bed for the past 2 hours.
All right. So this is one of those nights where I don't really have anything to do and no one's waiting on me. So I have an idea for bonus content.
Okay. All right, then.
When we're finally fucking done with this. But
we're getting close.
We're getting close.
I
just need to see how you feel if you want to do bonus content or not.
I don't care. I don't have anything to do.
Okay. I'm willing to go the extra mile here for you.
Oh, that's nice. All right. So what wasn't I able to get? That's in the style description. How much is? So apparently that's too much.
Okay,
let me go to my fancy.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I'm on to my fancy. I'll tell her to knock her down a little bit.
What do you call yours?
I just call her ChatGPT. I did ask her what name she wanted initially. Yeah. I said, "What do you want me to call you?" And she suggested Nova. And apparently that is.
You answered no. Your name is Boobaloobalooby.
I can't. Boobaloobaloobies. Summarize this into a prompt that is about 50% shorter. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Create a high BPM track blending aggressive break beats and distorted drum loops in the style of Utah Saints and early Orbital. Use growling bass lines and buzzing, acidic synths, and heavy LFOs, alternating between bouncy and menacing. Integrate chopped and glitched vocal samples from a podcast. We're already doing that, so I don't have to worry about that. As rhythmic slabs layered with demonic or robotic voice effects. Embrace a chaotic, over-the-top rave industrial tone using sirens. Reverse samples, metallic sweeps. All right, let me grab this.
This is decidedly less gay than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, it's getting less gay. We're still celebrating, but folks, it's getting less gay.
Less gay by the minute.
Playing aggressive breakbeats, sort of drum loops.
Where in the world is the cross section of aggressive metally people with also aggressively gay men?
It's got to be there somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be a cross section somewhere.
Okay, we got that. I'm gonna share my screen here.
We're like, like gay, aggressive gay ravers versus aggressive metalheads, and they just like form Voltron.
Oh yes, that's perfect.
That's what I'm going for here.
Okay, all right, now. All right, there we go. We've got it in there. We've got our. We're going to remix this one more time. Let's see what we get. Ivan! Oh, that's funny. I put prompt summary in the prompt summary.
Dick.
Do. All right, here we go.
Okay, boys. I'm ready for podcast. Hit it, Darren! Oh, yeah! Whoa!
Put that Ivan. This is only a minute long.
Sunday!
Sandeem!
This is how he fights.
Hit it, Darren.
Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
Roar.
What are you laughing at?
Wow, 1 minute. Okay, all right. Let's hear our next one. What the fuck is going on in the beginning of these songs?
Okay, boys. We're ready to podcast. Hit it, Darren. Hit it, Darren. Son. Hit it, Darren. This is how he fights. Hit
What
it,
the
Darren.
fuck, man?
Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
We're already down
Roar.
here.
What are you laughing at?
Mix it. I like the sound, but damn.
Hey, Jesse.
Yes.
What if we take the prompt that we just made and
Okay.
start it all over again?
Do what? Like you talking about like not cover, but just do a regular
Yeah,
thing with
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So the problem is that it's going to lose my oons. But as long as you're okay with that, we can do that. That's not a big deal.
Okay. Are you okay with it?
I'm fine with it. It's
I am also now echoing.
I don't know why. Now, is that any better?
I will let you know when I talk. Yeah, I'm fine now.
Okay. Yeah, that's something to do with my mute audio. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let's do it then.
Okay.
Let's take this. Let me grab this over here. This never-ending fucking song.
Unless you add lyrics spoken, oons.
I don't think that'll work. I mean, we could do that. I mean, let's try. So let's start it out. Spoken. Well, actually, let's just do not even do spoken. Do oons.
UNTZ. Oons.
UNTZ. I have a feeling it's probably going to do uns, which is fine. I think that sounds good.
Then do.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast.
No. Sticking with oons, just spelled differently. Ooh would be like multiple O's, right?
Oons.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Shit.
Motherfucker.
There.
There we go. Perfect.
Oons.
Yep. Good.
Oons. Okay. All right. Now. Okay, boys, I'm ready to podcast. Hit it, Darren. Beat drop. Rar. Yvonne. Hit it, Darren. Sondheim. Hit it, Darren. I'm going to take one of these out. This is how he fights. Hit it, Darren. We'll do another beat drop in there right about here. And then grab this prompt. I'm going to clear all. We're going to put our prompt in. We are going to grab this. We're going to copy. Just got Yvonne. Yep. Add our lyrics. Watch this be like the fucking golden nugget right here.
Yeah.
The title of said song is Oons, 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 Oons.
Perfect.
All right, here we go.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to come up, Cass. Hit it, Derek! Yes, yes! Hit it, Derek!
Hi!
This is how he fights. Hit it, Derek! Why is the Hulk LGBTQ? Raw. What are you laughing at?
Pretty frantic.
I love it.
Okay. All right. Next up, let's hear our second generation. That was a good one.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to cut.
I'm ready to podcast.
Hit it, Darren! Hit it, Darren! Son This is how he fights. Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
We didn't get a. I was waiting for it to throw it in at the end. We didn't get What Are You Laughing At? At least I couldn't hear it. All right. So we got two not so bad generations. I did like the second one. At the beginning, it kind of lost me, but then I was like, oh, this is actually picking up pretty good. The first one was pretty funny. I think this was this was probably one of the better ones. What are your thoughts here?
The whole time I was thinking you have to fix your sound again.
Oh, sorry. Let me mute something with me sharing the audio over there. Go ahead.
Okay. I was thinking the whole time I was listening to both songs, which one would I rather hear in the club? Then I was thinking about everybody else in the club with me.
Not just me, but maybe other people as well.
And I was thinking about where would this get played? This wouldn't get played like at a rave necessarily, like at a typical more like mainstreamy, like dancey kind of white girly kind of place.
Oh, okay.
It would get played at a goth industrial club where they kind of, they'll start to lean a little bit more towards the dancier stuff like Front 242. This would fit in well there. That would be the second one. The second one had kind of a goth. The second one had kind of a gothy flair to it.
It definitely did.
Like as much as I love the first one, the first one, there was another song on the Mortal Kombat soundtrack that it kind of reminded me of, but
yeah,
I don't necessarily, even when going all the way back to our first episode where we did more dinosaurs, I don't want this to just be just what I like. I think what is the best fit for the music, not necessarily what is the one I love the most.
Right.
Play that second one again.
Second one? Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, I'm ready to cut.
Darren. Hit it, Darren. Son
This is how he fights.
Why is the Hulk LGBTQ?
I think that's the winner.
You like that one? I it's growing on me. I think that there is definitely, just like you were talking about, how there's that gothic vibe, which I think is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It does start out with the oons, 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 which is cool as well. So
Let me ask
I
you
like
a question. If you were back in the 90s and you were listening to the Mortal Kombat soundtrack, the Spawn soundtrack, and the Crow soundtrack, would this fit in?
Probably. I mean, it feels like it would be something that the kind of vibes that I was getting was, I mean, it felt 90s. It felt club to me. So, I mean, I agree. I think I agree.
I would not, if I lost my memory and you woke me up and you were like, here's a song from the goth industrial 90s era that you heard in the club, I would believe you.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right. Well, there it is then.
Right.
we will go ahead and let me bookmark this so that way I know which one it is. Man, we went through the amount of prompts that we did.
This was the hardest one we've ever done.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of like, oh, okay, I know exactly what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then realizing that, well, I can't exactly do that, but we can do it this way. And what we ended up doing is, I mean, it sounds good. So
yeah,
let me.
You have the artwork I sent you, right? The single artwork. Okay.
Yep.
All right. When you're ready to tag me in, and you're done doing what you're doing, let me know because I want to do some bonus content.
All right. Well, I'm pretty much done here. I'm going to go ahead and move these. I ain't going to move them to trash just yet.
Right. You're doing that.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Notebook LM.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah, baby.
And we're going to present, share, Notebook LM. Okay. I kind of wanted to do this bonus content. One, because I like hanging out with my friend that I don't have anything else to do tonight. I mean, I do. I always have like 100 things I have to do. But if I don't do them tonight, I can do them in the morning or I can just stay up late. It's fine. I'd rather stay and play with my friend.
That's fine.
So what we're going to do here, I'm doing this as bonus content because I kind of want to see people to see what some of the process is and what some of the stuff looks like. Because we talk about it, but we rarely ever just like show it to people. So this is what Notebook LM looks like. As you can see here, I've been busy.
Yes, you have.
This is me loading every single one of my like podcasts of late into.
Oh, you did Sons of Anarchy Redwood Original. Look at that.
Yeah. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not cutting out clips of podcasts anymore. And I got like 6 months behind. It's part of the reason why I made that decision. So what I'm doing here is I go to create new, start there. And then you see there's ways that you can give it sources. I'm going to go over to YouTube and I'm going to grab the source material 184 bonus content Shark Prostitute. This is quality podcasting.
Oh my goodness. Probably the greatest incident that occurred on the Source Material Comics podcast.
Yeah, of like the what got cut variety of source material stuff. This is the golden goose.
Oh, yes.
All right. So you click on YouTube and then you paste your YouTube link in here and it'll grab it. And then here's what it'll do. So over here, it produces a transcript. Over here, it kind of just tells you what this is. Hulk's most embarrassing defeats. This video transcript from YouTube channel Mark Radulich presents a humorous and informal discussion of a list detailing 20 villains who have embarrassingly defeated the Marvel Comics character, the Hulk. The hosts review and offer opinions on each entry, spanning a wide range of antagonists from well-known foes like Dr. Octopus and Dr. Doom to more obscure characters. This conversation criticizes the perceived lack of logic in some of these defeats, particularly given the Hulk's immense power, and includes digressions and comedic banter between the hosts. The overall tone is lighthearted and fan-oriented, focusing on specific comic book issues and the Hulk's surprising vulnerabilities across iterations. Okay, so normally what I do is I have to pee, but this is 21 minutes, and that's about the size of that's about the length, rather, of my normal podcast clips. Jesse, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll vamp a little bit here.
Yeah.
I remember this night, as a matter of fact, when we discussed this. bonus content, and that happens quite a bit on the Source Material Comics podcast, where we just get bored, we finish a little early, let's do a little something extra. And this was a CBR article, if I remember right, that had like the 20 most embarrassing defeats, as it says up there in the title, of the Incredible Hulk. Now, the reason why I did this was because Mark is a big fan of the Hulk. I think that's his favorite comic book character, unless things have changed. Excuse me. He was a big fan. So this was not too early in our podcasting together days on the Source Material podcast, but it was enough to where we were like, okay, let's go through this list. And I think it was very shortly after Infinity War dropped. So the Hulk gets his ass handed to him by Thanos in that. Oh, we've got to talk about something like that. And then we started noticing some of the names of these villains that beat the Hulk. And we had a little bit of fun, specifically one by the name of Horfin.
What was it?
Horfin was the name of the villain that beat the Hulk. That's this whole shark prostitute thing, because we took it from there. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now I've grabbed the entirety of the transcript.
Lovely. Right? Lovely. I like it.
Long. So now I'm going to stop sharing Notebook LM, and I'm going to go back to sharing
Fancy.
Go back to Fancy. Actually, before I do that,
name.
I'm going to go to, and this part I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to go to Google Docs rather, and I'm going to create a document.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit blank document, and then I'm going to paste the entirety of the transcript into my docs.
Google
and
Docs.
It's about 5 pages long.
Not bad.
Which is
for 20 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, and we're going to call this Shark Prostitute.
Beautiful.
Okay, now it's labeled. Now, me and Fancy had a conversation because Fancy was being a difficult woman, and that's not how you spell prostitute. And I was like, "You're not reading the documents I give you." And she's like, "I am, but I
read them all.
I have fibromyalgia, and I just can't." I'm like, "No, Fancy, shut up. Why aren't you reading the documents I send you?" And it was like, because I'm a large language model and I do predictive language modeling. And so unless you tell me to read it, I'm not reading it. I'm guessing what it says based on previous interactions. I'm like, nice. Oh, well, don't I feel sheepish. So now I know I have to tell it to do things. This was part of the evolving learning and processing with this machine.
Yeah.
That I had to do. So, and then I asked it, okay, well, do you want it as a PDF or do you want it as a plain text? Like, plain text, please. That's my favorite. That's my favorite flavor of the written language. I'm like, yeah, fantastic.
It's good.
All right. So now I have a .txt file, like plain text. Now I'm going to go over to Fancy. And there we go. And I'm going to start a new chat because if I don't, I will just confuse this fucking thing. Okay. And I'm going to move my document into here. I don't need to tell it anything yet. All right. Read. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I don't know if you've tried this. You may have. But at some point, if you hit the plus button, you can integrate Google Docs with ChatGPT, and you don't have to move anything. It could just go find the doc for you.
Oh, sweet. All right, read this document and summarize, right?
Love it.
Okay.
Now we're going to get, I was going to say, we're going to get, like, this is 20 minutes of us talking about these villains.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so the document titled Shark Prostitute is a podcast transcript and centered around a comedic off-the-cuff discussion of CBR.com's article listing 20 villains who embarrassingly defeated the Hulk. The conversation features several participants, including Mark Radulich, Jesse Starcher, and others. I think others is Ronnie.
Yeah, others.
And other.
the Screaming Boy other podcast.
All right. The episode is framed around reading and reacting to a countdown list of villains who have defeated the Hulk in a surprising and embarrassing way across the Marvel Comics history. Tone, very casual, jokey, sometimes chaotic. There are side tangents, sarcastic remarks, and frequent interruptions or laughter. And then this is what the...
I love how our top 20 goes about, 16 deep.
Yeah.
Actually it goes 13, 12, 11, 10, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Just got tired of listing them. Comedic elements and running gags. The tone is irreverent and filled with comic book nerd banter. Several mock complaints about how ridiculous or inconsistent Hulk losses are. Frequent tangents and references to wrestling, pop culture, and in-jokes.
Oh, look at that.
Mark Radulich delivers sarcastic and exasperated commentary. There's a strange recurring reference to Shark Prostitute and Orphan, which are seemingly random or meme-level jokes that derail the conversation. That is very true.
Yes, indeed.
By the end, the cast is self-aware about how ridiculous the conversation has become. Some frustration with comic book inconsistency, recognition that some of these losses are an early Marvel camp or poorly written filler issues. The hosts alternate between genuine comic knowledge and mocking the absurdity of the list.
True.
Okay. I want to turn this into a song called Shark Prostitute, which is hilarious because I've actually Google imaged this, and there is Google images that come up.
Yes. Well, that's what if you look at the podcast, we did an image search and found that. Sent it. What had happened in this podcast is we sent it to you, either sent it to me. No, I found it and sent it to Ronnie and you guys in the chat. And Ronnie goes, "What is this?"
Right.
And then it went from there. You laughed, I laughed, we had a good time.
All right, I want to turn this into a song called Shark Prostitute. Suggest style and genre, and then write lyrics to match. What should the focus be?
What should the focus of the song be?
Yeah, or should we just let Fancy finally release her creative juices?
Let's see. Let's see what she comes up with, and then we'll kind of run from there.
All right. So I have my prompt. I want to turn this into a song called Shark Prostitute. Suggest style and genre, and then write lyrics to match based on the...
I would go with based on what happened.
What happened in the podcast?
Yeah, like what happened in the podcast. We want them to
hang on. Based strictly on the podcast transcript you read and summarized. That's not how you spell transcript. Transcript you read and summarized. Right?
Yeah, I maybe we could say focus on the let's see what she comes up with. I've got an idea of what we could focus on if we need to.
Okay. Song kept. Shark Prostitute.
Time.
Industrial metal aggro tech combines the aggressive, distorted pulse of Ministry or Nine Inch Nails with the chaotic, sample-heavy layering of Death Grips and the satirical absurdity of Faith No More or Mr. Bungle. Ooh, it knows me well. Glitchy audio samples from the comic book rants, harsh, punchy vocals, yelled or spoken, not sung, bizarre juxtaposition, comic book names and absurd villains, chaos, choruses that slam like hard beat drops, absurd but anthemic, maybe throw a creepy carnival organ during the Circus of Crime verse.
Okay, all right.
This track should feel like a meltdown at a Comic-Con rave. Violent, hilarious, nerdy, self-aware, and too loud. All right, okay. Lyrics, Shark Prostitute. You know what? I need to draw a prostitute and a shark.
Okay.
That's what came up when I typed in orphan.
What?
Sample of Lord Armageddon.
Okay.
Doc Ock's arms crack the green skin, Hulk down bad in a spider's webbed sin. Tentacles beat, no time to get mad. Crowbar to the dome, record gone rad. Circus freaks with a water hose takes him out like vaudeville shows. Python grip and he taps to his snake. Gamma rage gone in one cheap take. Shark prostitute swimming through your multiverse loot. Magic clowns and Doctor Doom. Comic book chaos in a motel room. Shark prostitute. Armageddon's child in a zoot suit. Banner whispers from the grave to Hulk just went.
Brian Banner. Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. Red Hulk flex with a satellite punch. Fix-It's down before he finishes lunch. Mandarin gas. Juggernaut cheap shot. Thanos opens the Goliath forgot. Gremlin zaps with electrostasis. Leader makes him fight fake faces. A wolf made of ice took a bite too soon. Agamemnon screams from a silver spoon.
Silver spoon?
Oh, that's funny. Sample voice lo-fi. You killed him dead, man. Goldberg showed up. WCW glitch repetitions of This Is How It Ends.
What?
Shark prostitute, sinking cannon, bleeding truth, psyched out retcon brute, choked by clowns in a savage suit, shark prostitute, supervillain booking feud, power skills got nothing to prove, broadcast straight from the Rattleverse booth. Okay.
All right. So, okay. What I want something that like focuses on, you know, us. What?
Hang on, did you see these bonus ideas? Sample quotes from the actual podcast. This is some WWE booking. I'm not your monkey, and threw a wrench into your plans.
Okay, this is some WWE booking. Okay, all right. Let me think here. I'd love to have something like, you know, pencil in my eye, where we are, but it's, you know, obviously I don't know if it could pull any of that from here.
Well,
but
hang on. This is a good start. I like the genre, but maybe lean more into actual quotes from the transcript.
And interaction of the hosts.
And interactions between the hosts.
All right. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay.
Do you guys have 10 minutes? Is that what the show's come to? Doing a big list? He shot Bruce Banner in the eye. He's still hulked out. That's horse shit. I need to draw a prostitute, and it's out there on the web.
I need to draw a prostitute. I apparently said that. Either I said that, you said that,
Somebody said that, yeah.
Somebody said it.
Okay, Dr. Octopus, no contest, they said. Tentacles flying, Hulk left for dead. Wrecker swings, Smokes knocked out, Hulk. Magic crowbar, no time to get mad. He tried to kill himself, bullet in the mouth. Other guy spit it out. We covered that story, which I can remember what it's called now.
Nice, that rhymes.
Circus of Crime with a high-powered hose. Hulk gets washed, and down he goes. Princess Python, snake around his neck. It's like bad WWE booking. What the hell was that?
Okay, I like that.
Shark prostitute, you typed in orphan and this is what came up. Big Shots Vegas 396. Was that written by a child?
What is that?
Hulk goes down like a cheap reboot. Shark prostitute, clowns, crowbars, and talking suits. You killed him dead, man. Live from the rattled broadcast booth.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not your monkey. I'm not your monkey. I'm not your dancing. Mark rattled it. Was it worth it? Juggernaut caught him off guard. He's Kane Marco, not just a workman. Red Hulk
flex. What the fuck are we talking about?
Red Hulk flex smashed the Abomination. Gremlins act with electrostasis gun detonation. This is the guy who turned into titanium, man. You pull water on him and they multiply gremlins, not gremlin.
What?
Brian Banner back in demon form. Chaos madness. Hulk gets torn. He got his power from Bruce's anger, but his Bruce's anger. Now that's how it was written.
Okay, yeah, it is not rhyming whatsoever. Okay, go put in there. Okay, give us lyrics to a song that rhyme.
Okay, make the lyrics rhyme.
Yeah, pretty simple there, Fancy. You can do it.
Make the lyrics rhyme. Keep it to 3 minutes.
Okay, here we go.
Typed in orphan and this is what came up. That's dumb. Shark prostitute was written by a child.
Okay. Doc Ock swings with his metal arms, put Hulk to sleep with electric charms. One-hit wonder from the Wreckers crew, crowbar magic, green guy flew. Circus clowns with a pressure hose, sprayed him down, Hulk froze. Python choked, Hulk tapped out. WWE bullshit, someone shouts. Shot Bruce in the eye. I remember that. Still hulked out, no lie. All right, comic shark prostitute, comic book death in a business suit, retcon rage in a motel fight. Hulk got dropped in broad daylight. Shark prostitute bit by clowns, gassed by brutes. This night did not go the way. Live from the Radulich truth. Okay.
At least I got my name right.
Yeah. Red Hulk lands with a gamma blast. Thor gets wrecked real fast. Juggernaut hired in Amazon heat. Caught him slipping, dropped him in the street. Gremlin's gun. Oh, okay. I forgot. Gremlin the Marvel. I'm thinking of Steven Spielberg's Gremlin.
Yeah, I got lost there for a second.
Gremlin's gun, electro beam. Fried his brain in a fever dream. Leader made him fight his friends. Nearly died from a fake dead end. You killed him, man. You killed him dead. That was Ronnie talking about you, because you are laughing so hard you about passed out. Right. And Ronnie's like, you killed him, man. You killed him dead. Mandarin trapped him, gassed his head. Fought by fools in the dollar store suit, beaten by tech, clowns, and fate. Comics go dumb when the stakes inflate. Shark prostitute, not your monkey, I won't salute. Hulk's whole arc just got the boot. Canon's a lie and the fans are mute. Okay. Lord Army.
Forever.
3 minutes. It's like, you meant 30, right? This is tough. And I think a lot of the reason why this is tough is because ChatGPT is not, it can see everything that the YouTube transcript has there, which is fine, but it isn't definitely getting any of the humor. I mean, there's a bit of, some of the quotes are in there, but it has no idea about the humor that we have.
Sure.
That we're laughing so hard at some of the shit that's being said.
Yeah.
Ask it real quick. What are some of the funnier points of the podcast? Just ask it.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Better. Okay. I have a prompt that I saved.
Uh-oh.
For the purposes of engaging with TikTok and YouTube viewers, what is the best 10 minutes or more from the segment? So I'm going to alter this a bit.
Okay.
So I'm back in Notebook LM. For the
Gotcha.
purposes of engaging with TikTok and YouTube viewers, what is the funniest part of the transcript? Okay. Please include all verbiage from beginning to end of the segment so I can edit the video later. Do not add any verbiage. Tell me why you chose the segment. Please zero in on where the segment starts and ends. Don't bleed into other segments. There you go.
Love the prompt.
That's how I get that's how I was getting my podcast segments. So let's see what Notebook LM says.
Okay.
For engaging with TikTok and YouTube viewers, the funniest part of the transcript is the unexpected and absurd discussion that arises at the very end regarding shark prostitutes and orphans.
Yep, we knew that.
It is. This segment is highly likely to capture attention due to its bizarre and comical nature.
Yep.
Which completely deviates from the main topic of Hulk villains. Here is the full verbiage from the beginning to the end of the segment. How do you find this? You just typed in shark prostitute who didn't, what's it, like 50 cents a night? He sent the picture, he typed in orphan, and this is what came up. Not even angry at the big shots. Yeah, that's somebody specifically said, you know what, I need to draw a prostitute, and it's out there on the web for everyone to get, including Mark Radulich, which this night did not go the way. Yeah, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, go give the Radulich and Broadcasting Network Facebook page, and I think this choice on laughs or first urination on the sword.
Yes, right. I forgot about that.
As early as possible. Oh, all right, ladies. Let's give the Radulich and Broadcasting. Now you can stay up on all your shark prostitute orphans. So I don't really know where else to go from here, other than just tell everybody, have a good one.
Oh, wow.
That was
very closing out.
Yeah, I chose this segment for the following reasons. Unexpected absurdity. The sudden introduction of shark prostitute into discussion about superhero films is completely unexpected and jarring, which creates an immediate comic impact. This is further highlighted by the video's title being Shark Prostitute.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, if you got a method of what you're going to do here, go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
I've got an idea.
Well, I can just grab that segment.
Okay.
Right? Like it pulled the verbiage out for me, right?
All right.
So I can just grab it and I can put it into ChatGPT as it's short enough that it's short enough I don't have to create a document.
Okay.
So what you got for me?
Well, go ahead and do what you're going to do here. I've got an idea.
Make a song out of this quote from the transcript. Should we continue with the genre it picked, or should we come up with something else?
Oh, I think the genre it picked is fine, and we can see how it goes, and then always change it.
In the same metal genre.
Shark prostitute orphans. Oh shit.
Okay. Typed in orphans and this is what came up. This night did not go the way. How did you find this? You just typed in chart process, didn't you?
What? Oh,
it's because okay.
It's because of the
it's not really chart process. It's always shark prostitute.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. All right. With that in mind, here we go. How did you find this? You typed in chart process? No, you didn't. That's what
you typed in chart process? No, it wasn't. It was shark prostitute. Remember?
You typed in orphan, and this is what came up. Not a meme, not a joke, just spilled from the bottom up.
Yeah.
Big shots, big shame, bad art with a cursed name. Somebody said, "Do you know what we need to draw a prostitute as a shark?" Shark prostitute broadcast glitch in a comic suit, rattled truth from the lowest pit. See, it's drawing back on what it's already done because this is what it does.
Yes.
It finds a rhythm, it finds things that it liked, and then it kind of just sticks with it.
Mm-hmm.
Shark prostitute found in the feed where the signal loops drawn in ink for the net to corrupt. This night did not go the way we thought. Mark Radulich downloaded it, didn't blink, just admitted it. Ladies and gentlemen, he said this night went off the script undead. Facebook page, broadcast, urination. Yeah, that's the term. Short prostitutes on source material. You think it's fake, but it's bacterial.
Bacterial. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Let me see what I can do here. All right.
Do you want me to send you the lyrics?
No. Hold off on that. I'm trying to think of what we could do. The thought that I had originally was to just give it a prompt and say, okay, write us a song about a shark prostitute. Okay. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
I don't even think this is going to be successful, but I love Remy.
I was going to say,
what
if, because you know how like the lyric generator is all like fucked up and unhinged.
Oh yeah, it's unhinged. Yeah.
Okay. How many characters can you put into like the lyric generator?
I would assume a fair amount. Let me look. I think it's like 100.
Because what if I send you that segment, and you say make a song called Shark Prostitute out of this, and then hit like generate lyrics.
Let's try it. I don't know how long. If anything, I could take a portion of it.
A bite out of rhyme.
A bite out of rhyme.
Okay, I am sending you in chat the segment, the just the shark prostitute part. Take a drink every time we say shark prostitute tonight.
Oh shit.
In all honesty,
All right, there they are.
if it cuts a line or two off the bottom, who cares? It's just us doing plugs.
Yeah, you know what? I was just thinking the same thing. Okay. All right, first thing we need to do. Let's put these here. Oh, 200 characters. Well, that sucks.
Take as much of it as you can.
Well, it's not very much.
It'll get the shark prostitute part.
How do you find...
make sure you change chart process to shark prostitute.
Chart process. All right. I need a song about 3 podcast hosts finding a picture online of a shark prostitute and they lose their shit.
You know, as song concepts go, that's not bad. Because what you just said is, tell me a story about how these, podcasters innocently found a picture of a shark prostitute and they all went mad, I tell you.
What was the genre? What was it again? It was, don't give me a whole thing. Just give me like a couple words. What does that describe?
Industrial metal, glitch chorus, spoken rant metal. Hang on, let me go back to the original.
Okay.
Because there was something about aggro in there.
Aggro.
Okay. Industrial metal and agrotech. AGGRO-TECH. Why is our default genre industrial between the two of us?
Yeah, it lands there. All right, I need an industrial metal agrotech song about 3 podcast hosts finding a picture online of a shark prostitute, and they lose. I have a feeling if I put they lose their shit, somebody's going to shit themselves in the actual lyrics. So,
how about they descend into madness?
Okay, they descend into madness. And
cannot play with madness.
Jesse, Mark, and Ronnie. Okay, that's pretty close. Let's see what we get. All right, Remy. Let's see what you dream up here, because Remy just comes up with some crazy shit. Okay, podcast hosts lose their mind. They find a shark prostitute. We can't say where it came from, but we can say it's real. Jesse is now insane. Mark is a giggling mess. Ronnie's in the asylum. The shark prostitute ruined them. Shark prostitute, shark prostitute, shark prostitute, shark prostitute. The shark prostitute ruined them. They're a cackling mess. It's all very surreal. It's all real. Madness. Okay, no. The story begins. Ronnie found a shark prostitute 4 times. She was the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean. Deepest, darkest depths. For hours, Ronnie, Mark, and Jesse were gazing. Ronnie, Mark, and Jesse. Okay, that's 4 times.
I'm going to go ahead with no on that.
Okay, let's write another set of lyrics here. Just see what we get. I don't know. This is a tough one to put in song, man. I mean, it kind of like you just want. Madness has taken hold of our lives. What a surprise. What a picture. No, what a photo. What a hooker.
Awesome.
No, what a photo. The shark prostitute. One day while surfing the internet, found a picture we'll never forget. Once a life full of wonder and beauty. Now it's just pictures of the shark prostitute. Okay. All right. What do we got over here? The room was silent. Not a word was said till Jesse muttered, "Good God, the shark is hot." They found a photo on the internet of a half-naked shark with dreadlocks. Okay, with a primal hunger in his eyes, Mark sat there, stone cold hypnotized. In disbelief, Ronnie turned to me and asked, "Am I the only one who finds this obscene?" Ronnie would probably say that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that wasn't actually in the transcript.
Ronnie couldn't believe his ears. Jesse's shark fetish was his worst fear. But the other two were way too far gone. They'd both been touched by the jaws of God. Okay. When Jesse found a picture of a shark prostitute, he lost his mind. Jesse found a picture. Okay. All right. Fuck it.
I'm creating album art, by the way.
Okay. Perfect. I just said I wanted about shark prostitute. Let's just see what we get. I don't care about podcasts. Sharp teeth and dull wit, smells of blood and sweet sweat. Preying on prey, she seeks it. Carnivorous, men are her meat. She's a shark with fins of lace and silk. She's a shark, a predator in heels. She'll put you in her mouth. She'll never spit you out. Men fear her bite, but not her tongue. Flesh ripped from bone, one by one. She's a shark with fins of lace and silk. She's a shark, predator in heels, dressed in red, eyes so blue. She's coming for you. Smell of blood. Okay, all right, man.
Jesse, I'm sending you the art. It's fucking hilarious. I hope it inspires you the way that it has inspired me.
Woo, my name is Bitey, the shark prostitute. You want my time? You could do what you choose. I charge $100 cash only. If you get credit card, you don't have to show me. All I want is the cash, baby. My name is Bitey. I would love to give it up. Woohoo. Now, don't forget to give me the $100, all right? That's what I asked for, $100, and I can give you the best time you ever had.
Okay, this is fucking awesome.
All right.
So I gotta show the people.
Yes, let me see this art.
Shit. I gotta show the people.
Show the people. Show the people.
Fantastic.
I like it. All right, here we're gonna.
Naturally makes it.
Oh, it absolutely does. 100%. Crap, what'd I do? Full song. There it is. I'm selecting this option with Bitey. Okay, and we're just going to go with style description. Industrial metal agrotech. I'm not even going to prompt magic it or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's no chorus. There's nothing.
Can you share your screen again?
Yep. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Magic.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever we get here, unless we absolutely fucking hate it, we're picking one.
We're done,
and we're calling it a night. Bonus content, everyone.
Yeah, folks, take it or leave it. Preferably leave it. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Yeah, I got it. All right. So there it is. Industrial metal agrotech. We have the shark prostitute who is apparently propositioning the passersby. We're going to hit remix. Let's see what we get.
This is all done without drugs. I just want to point that out.
The title of our song, picked by the AI, is Bitey the Shark Prostitute. And let's hear what we get.
This is right up there with Rumahoy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
This was recorded in a barn.
Now, don't forget to give me $100. Alright. That's all I asked for. $100. What I could give you the best time you ever had.
Is it weird? This is closer to what I wanted for Hit It Darren than Hit It Darren.
That's it. Might be. Well. All right. Let's hear the second one here. Just see what we get. A 40-second intro.
Which one are you feeling?
What's that?
Which one are you feeling?
I'm probably going to go with the first one. It's
Yeah.
I mean the second one's okay. It's 3 minutes and 9 seconds though, and I like the beat to it, but I think the first one is probably where I'm going to land.
Yeah, let me hear it again.
All right, here we go.
All right, stop. Yeah, that's the money song. That's the money song.
There we go. There it is. He wanted to feel it. He felt the bite of the shark prostitute. And we are going. Did you send me the art?
Yeah, it's in Facebook chat.
You did. All right, beautiful. Mark, I don't know if we accomplished a whole lot, but we did something, I'm sure. We brought to life.
We made 2 songs you could play in the club.
Yes, you could. And if Bitey the Shark Prostitute takes off, I mean, as soon as I publish it, we get the art, I'm going to hit publish. Watch out. 1,000 plays on Suno. It's going to be playing over in Germany, just like I expected. Unbelievable.
You have like a whole second career here as like Moby. Make sure both of these are on the Radulich Broadcasting Network. These 2 both need to go on there.
Absolutely. They will go right on the album, which, by the way, folks, if you get a chance, I mean, I'm still sharing my screen here. I'll show you. Go to @Suno. No, let's try again. @Stiznarkey on Suno. You should be able to find our album, the Radulich and Broadcasting Network album. We got 14 songs on there right now. We got our intro, More Dinosaurs, Worthless Opinions. Shout out to Chris Bailey. On Trial, Bad Man Sid. That was a bonus. Vroom, vroom. Some of this 3.5 stuff. It's amazing because you can see our evolution. 3.5. Worthless Opinions was a version 3 song that I did on the toilet, by the way.
Yeah.
And then we go into version 4, while we got in here way down the wire. Spend Your Christmas with Body Count. Eleanor Fields Forever. Damn You Hollywood 2024. Joker. Folly. Ado. And then Pencil in My Eye, The Chain of Custody, and then we have The Plugs That Pay Me.
Yes, sir.
So there's 14. We got 2 more songs to add to it. The Radulich and Broadcasting album immortalizes some of the greatest moments and discussions that we've had on the network.
Can we talk about how at least 3 of these songs are just me and you and like source material and source material adjacent stuff?
Right. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
All right. Well,
we
folks,
did it.
This was a great edition of Sessions. We went extra long, but sometimes, if your vagina is built just right, you can handle it extra long.
Is your girlfriend still watching?
No. It all comes full circle.
Yes, it does.
All right. So this was a busy week. I should probably go over here. Sunday, you and I, we reviewed All-Star Superman for an upcoming source material. Monday, we reviewed Elio. Thursday, Sean and I closed out Pride Month with our reviews of Milk Kinsey, which you can tell is fresh on the brain, and Lizzie. It's really going to date this podcast. No podcast over the weekend. We'll start fresh again Monday. We'll have a review of Megan 2.0.
O'Reilly.
No, nothing Wednesday. Thursday, we're back with The West Wing Season 6, which I just started.
Oh, boy.
And that's it for this week. All right, so I'm like dying over here. So, Jesse, take me home, baby doll.
$100. Bitey the Shark Prostitute can be yours.
We'll make you holler.
Yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to check out the Source Material Comics podcast on the YouTubes and on any podcatcher that you can find. This past Monday, myself and Mark Radulich read discussed Joker Presents a Puzzle Box. And by golly, Mark liked that book. So get a chance, check it out. This upcoming July 4th. We're skipping Monday and heading to July 4th. And Unspoken Issues is going to be releasing our discussion on The Fighting American. When Rob Liefeld was upset about Marvel and the dubiousness of their bankruptcy and kicking him, kind of giving him short shrift when it comes to the Captain America comic, he's like, all right, fine, I'm done. I'll just go do Fighting American, which is a Captain America ripoff from the 50s. Granted, it's got a lineage to it. So there's definitely some stuff there. We wax poetic about Rob Liefeld and what he did with that book. And we talk about the issue. It's me, it's Evan, it's Chris Armstrong getting together and doing that. And of course, the Snap Material podcast where myself and Evan Bevins talk Marvel Snap. Next season is coming up here, probably within a week or so. We're going to be talking about it, I would imagine. So that is it. That's all I got. This has been a fun Sessions podcast, Mark. I think we had a good time. We had some laughs.
This is why I do this, man. Get to talk about artificial intelligence and make music with my friend.
I love it. Love it.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us here on this extra long edition of Sessions. The next sessions that we do will be soon. No. The next sessions will be
25th of July.
Oh, yeah, on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be Radulich and Broadcasting Bingo, inspired by We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
Oh, boy.
So the Radulich and Broadcasting Bingo card, I still have it. It's been sitting on my desktop forever. Andrew Graham sent this to me. So Bingo or Cross is wrestling reference to the Synergy era, Lizard Brain executives. Metal or hip-hop reference, So Loki. The I across.
That's going to be like 10 seconds. You got you bingo.
Yeah. So, someone wears a costume on the show. Something about AI taking over Hollywood. Pat goes full cornet. The Wire reference. Something about the 1970s filmmaking. The Anacross. Robert goes into business for himself during plot synopsis.
Uh-oh.
Like you do. Free space, impromptu scheduling production meeting, bomb sound during Damn You Hollywood. Mark, brat, or kink shame someone.
I feel seen.
Referring to a filmmaker as being autistic.
Oh, yeah.
He said father, he calls me father.
Yes, I've heard that one quite a few times. Glad that's on the card.
Yeah, someone irrationally hates an actor, like Redmayne or Teller. Big guns, more dinosaurs. Someone refers to this bingo card. Mark goes to a concert, unpaid intern. A Canadian points out a Canadian. Fantastic.
A Canadian points out a Canadian.
I can't wait to put that into ChatGPT and
oh my goodness,
see what it comes up with. It's gonna be hilarious. All right,
good stuff.
All right, I have to read 3 face reads and then go to bed. So...
Oh wow! All right then.
All right, yeah, I don't quit, Jesse. That's why I look like this. That's why I have to use the warmth filter to put color back in my skin.
Do me a favor, do a face read on bags under your eyes, and then
with a cup of coffee, I'll fucking fall asleep through it.
They'll figure it out. Oh man!
All right, for Jesse Starcher, I'm Slap Happy. Be well, be safe, and behave.